A message to John Ashton. Sir, please practice what you preach. Mr. John Ashton is the special representative of UK government on climate change. I have lots of respect for him, for what he has done, and hopefully what he will do for the climate. But right now, I have a challenge for him. Yesterday, on December 16th, I attended a news briefing where Mr. John Ashton was a panelist, together with a couple of Chinese experts, discussing the implications of China's carbon intensity cut targets. He admitted that China's target is very ambitious, with a 40 to 45 cut promised by China. In some aspects, in renewable energies or energy efficiencies, it's even more ambitious than Europe's current target. However, Mr. John Ashton came back to the point again and again in his presentation. Is this China could deliver with its best effort? If China could deliver more with its best effort, why can't China put it on the table? Here comes my challenge to him. Sir, are you asking the same thing with the EU government and the US? In the same afternoon, there's a side event by Swedish Society for Nature Conservation, where Stockholm Environment Institute presented their new study showing how EU can reduce its own emissions by 40% by year 2020. In this study, SEI presented that the EU can reduce emissions by 40% without offset and yet improve quality of life. Unfortunately, as far as I know, Mr. Ashton is not part of the campaign to ask EU to go for 40% without offset. Why can't you join Stockholm Environmental Institute in the campaign to ask EU to put their best efforts, their best number on the table, and at the same time ask the US government, because right now the negotiations is in a deadlock exactly because the developed countries are in a race to the bottom led by the US. So sir, I'm asking you to practice what you preach. If you can do the same thing with EU and the US, I'm willing to join you to campaign for the Chinese government to raise their bars as well. But right now, we have a situation where common but differentiated responsibility reversed, where you and probably many other Western campaigners are asking for China, India, and other developing countries, which you are not asking for your own governments. This double standards is undermining the global environmental movement. It is time that we all start to practice what we preach starting from ourselves. Thank you.